Good day, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We'll just give it a minute or two to allow the participants to join, and we'll get started shortly. Thank you. All right, it's already 5:02. I guess we have all our guests already in the call, but yep, hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Welcome to our Smart Energy Week Japan exhibitor briefing for international companies. It's great to have you with us today. Now, today's webinar is for companies that are considering how to enter or grow in Japan's energy market through exhibition participation. Now, we'll be focusing on the September and November 2026 edition of Smart Energy Week and Sustainability Management Week, and we'll walk you through what makes these shows strong platforms for business development in Japan. Now, during the session, we'll, we will be covering five important areas. Who is RX Japan? Why Japan in the first place? Why Japan is an important market right now? Why exhibiting at the Smart Energy Week is worth considering? How to choose between the upcoming editions and what support is available to make the process easier for you, our international exhibitors. By the end of today's session, our aim is for you to leave with a practical understanding of whether this opportunity is the right fit for your business and what your next steps could look like. Now, to begin, let us first introduce RX Japan and share with everyone in this call why our role goes beyond organizing events. We build marketplaces where real business happens. Calling our speaker today, Renzan.
Thank you so much, Glory. Let's start with who we are. RX Japan is the biggest exhibition organizer in Japan and a trusted partner for many local and international companies. Next slide. And RX Japan is a global exhibition organizer functioning all around the world with headquarters in the UK. Today, we are representing from RX Japan, but globally, we have 19 offices, around 3,000 employees, and approximately 350 plus events annually. Next slide. RX Japan was established in 1986. Actually, we are welcoming our 40th anniversary this year. So currently, we have 109 exhibition across 38 industry sectors, making us the largest exhibition and conference organizers. Next slide. So as you can see, our goal goes beyond organizing events. We build marketplaces where real business happens. And next slide. And of course, we look ahead 5 years, primarily identifying trends early and bringing future industries into today's exhibitions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Renzen. Now that we have a sense of who we are as an organization, let's move into the key questions for any business. Why exhibit? And more specifically, why Smart Energy Week? Calling our key account manager, Arisa. Go ahead, Arisa.
Thank you, Glory. So in the section 2 for this webinar, I will be speaking about why Japan specifically and why right now in this time of era. Next, please. So here are the three main takeaways about the why Japan part. So first of all, Japan right now is actually in the energy transition phase. So this is strongly it pushes the corner. Now, secondly, Japan is most of you here must know, but Japan is renowned to be a big capital city, have a lot of business going on as well, and one of the world's largest energy market would be in Japan. Thirdly, right now there's a lot of increasing investments by corporations and governments who are actively funding as well. So the current situation, as I mentioned, that Japan is in the transition phase. Currently, Japan still runs 65% from off the grid, meaning we will rely on natural gases, coal, oils, and other fossil fuels. So this is 65%. And the rest, of course, there are nuclear energy. Other than that, 26% comes from the renewable energy side. So this 26 is a fact. The 26 sector, in Japan, we need to increase this. Later on, I will introduce you the government goals as well. But as you can see currently, hydro energy, it would be 77.9%. 11% will be solar energy. I think this is very average for most countries right now, so 11 to 10%. Biomass would be 5.9% and geothermal 0.3%. So as I mentioned, decarbonization isn't optional for Japan anymore. As I said, the governments are funding, and there are a lot of actions, movements, as you can see, in the energy, in terms of the energy security, and decarbonization is a national priority. Now, there are three integrated national strategies in Japan, and I've listed here the three. So there's the 7th Strategic Energy Plan, the Climate Plan, and the GX 2040 Vision. The 7th Strategic Energy Plan, specifically, this is a very important document you can find about Japanese energy strategies, which is also really great to see, to know the visions about what the government have in mind. From all the policies, I picked up two of the main two core policies that are actively moving right now. So as I mentioned, from the government side, we have one, the GX transition bond. So that's the 150 trillion yen, about 1 trillion USD. So this is a long ongoing funding from the government side to the public sectors. Then we have the ETS carbon pricing. Now this is happening right now in 2026. So the governments are getting the private sectors to have the direct financial cost for the carbon emissions. So this is happening in Japan right now. So this also pushes the emergency of the decarbonization happening in Japan. Now, just going back to the transition phase, so the government is looking to reduce 46% of the carbon reduction. So the milestone for 2030, 2050, there's a lot going on, but the government in Japan we're facing to lower the fossil fuel, all those imports, and to raise the renewable energy side. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I was on mute.
And
Thank you very much, Ariza. So let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Why Japan? And why now is such a critical opportunity for energy and sustainability business? Calling our speaker, Hannah Dene. Go ahead, Hannah.
Thank you for that, Glory, and good day to everyone. It's nice to be able to speak with everyone today. So, one of the biggest questions that is very crucial for companies like yours, and is one of the reasons why we're all brought here today, is why exhibit at Smart Energy Week. So, Smart Energy Week would allow you to sell directly into Japan's energy market in just 3 days. Every year, thousands of industrial buyers attend with active sourcing needs, making this one of the most efficient platforms to generate business in the region. Next slide, please. So let me start with why Japan is such an important market. Japan still relies heavily on fossil fuels, as discussed by Arisa in the previous discussion. So around 65% of electricity, while renewable energy accounts for only about a quarter of its energy mix. This creates a strong structural demand for clean energy solutions, especially from international suppliers. So for exhibitors, this means three key opportunities: building networks with key stakeholders, increasing visibility in a fast growing renewable market, and expanding not just in Japan, but across Asia. So, in simple terms, every gap in the market represents a business opportunity. Next slide, please. So, Smart Energy Week is the largest renewable and sustainability exhibition platform in Japan. Yes, you've heard that right. It is the largest out of all of the shows that is happening in Japan related to the industry. We host over 2,300 exhibitors and attract more than 134,000 visitors annually across our shows. With over 20 years of history, the event provides a highly established and trusted platform, especially for companies that are entering Japan for the first time. It's a low risk, high impact way to access the market. Next slide, please. All right. Well, in addition to the exhibition itself, we run a high level conference program alongside the show. And yes, you heard that correctly. We conduct conferences at the same venue. So both our visitors and exhibitors are able to attend these sessions as they see fit to their goals. These sessions bring together policymakers, industry leaders, major corporations, and companies like yours. This ensures that the audience on the exhibition floor includes not just visitors, but real decision makers actively shaping the energy sector. Next slide, please. So as you can see here on the slide, there are a sample of key speakers that we have. I won't go into details, but the takeaway here is that these are just some of the speakers from specific sectors such as hydrogen. What's important here is really the quality of participation at Smart Energy Week. Smart Energy Week consistently attracts senior level experts and innovators from across the industry. Next slide, please. So we cover the whole energy market. One key strength of Smart Energy Week is its comprehensive coverage of the entire energy market. We bring together multiple specialized shows in one venue, as you can see in our chart here, covering sectors such as solar, wind, hydrogen, smart grids, and more. This would allow you to meet decision makers across different industries, connect with high quality buyers, and increase your visibility across the full energy value chain. We also run multiple editions across Japan, which would help you target different regional markets, which we would later discuss in further detail. Next slide, please. Not only that, but we go beyond renewable energy. Smart Energy Week also includes adjacent sectors such as sustainability management, decarbonization, and circular economy solutions. In 2026, we are also introducing a dedicated thermal energy exhibition called ITEX Japan. This broader scope allows exhibitors to position themselves within the entire energy transition and not just one segment. Next slide, please. So as you can see, Smart Energy Week is not just a Japan-focused event. It's really a gateway to the whole of Asia. Most of our international visitors come from across the region, making it an ideal platform to access multiple markets at once in 3 days. So if you would think about it and imagine it, you wouldn't have to travel country to country to visit different exhibitions. All of the people you would want to meet would be under one roof within the 3 days. Exhibiting in Japan would also come with credibility. Japan is known for high standards and strict regulations, so success here strengthens your global reputation. At the same time, it's a highly accessible and business friendly destination for international participants just like you. And last slide, please. So as you can see here, RX Global has a lot of energy events. Smart Energy is just but one that we organize. This is especially effective for companies that supply clean energy or sustainability technologies, who are entering the Japan market for the first time, who are looking for distributors or joint venture partners, or want to scale their existing business in Japan. So it's not just for first-time companies who want to enter, but also those who want to expand their business in Japan. We also work closely with national pavilions and trade agencies. On the show floor itself, during the show, you'll meet a wide range of industry players from component suppliers to service providers and consultants. As part of RX Global's energy portfolio, Smart Energy Week connects your business not only to our audience at our show, we connect you to a global network of opportunities. Thank you for your time and listening on why you should exhibit in Smart Energy Week.
Thank you, Hannah. All right, I guess we can move on to the next, which is part four or section four of the topic. Now, we will be comparing the different editions so you can identify the best entry point based on your goals and target market. Now, calling our speaker, Eileen. Eileen, go ahead.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for coming to the webinar. And now we'll determine which edition would be the best fit for your company. Next slide. As discussed earlier, we still have two remaining editions for this year, September and November, and as well as the March 2027 edition in Tokyo. Next. So let me introduce the upcoming editions for Smart Energy Week 2026 and explain why these events provide excellent opportunities for companies looking to expand into the Japanese market. Next slide. First, let's look at the September 2026 edition in Tokyo. This exhibition will take place at Makuhari Messe, and it's one of the Japan's largest and most established exhibition venues. And what makes this edition especially attractive is that it will be co-held alongside RX Japan's major manufacturing exhibitions. This means exhibitors are not only meeting energy professionals, but also decision makers from manufacturing, automotive, electronics, and factory innovation industries. So in terms of scale, the event is expected to welcome approximately 500 exhibitors and around 45,000 professional visitors, which actually creates a very strong business environment with a high visitor to exhibitor ratio. It increases opportunity for quality business meetings and lead generations. So for companies offering solutions such as energy saving technologies, energy management solutions, decarbonation technologies, and compared to the March edition, the September edition is more domestic, local show with fewer international exhibitors. So you will have less competition in terms of international exhibitors. The Tokyo edition provides direct access to key buyers, strategic partners across multiple industries. So if your objective is visibility, networking, and large-scale market exposure in Japan, Tokyo is an excellent platform. Next. Let's move to the November 2026 edition in Osaka. This event will be held at Intex Osaka and is positioned as the gateway to Western Japan. While the Osaka edition is smaller in size compared to Tokyo, it offers a very strategic or a different strategic value. The expected scale includes around 200 exhibitors and approximately 15,000 visitors. And one of the biggest advantages of Osaka is access to regional buyers and manufacturers from Western Japan, which, many of whom may not travel to Tokyo events. And this actually gives exhibitors the opportunity to connect with completely different customer groups and industrial networks. So, Western Japan is home to many of Japan's major manufacturing and industrial companies, from sectors such as battery, hydrogen, fusion power are the major players gathered in the West. So this makes Osaka particularly valuable for companies targeting industrial applications and large-scale energy projects. So for companies aiming to build deeper relationship in Japan's manufacturing and industrial sectors, Osaka is extremely important. Next slide. So one important point is to understand that Tokyo and Osaka attract different visitor profiles. Tokyo tends to attract more visitors from Eastern Japan, and corporate headquarters, especially companies, focuses on sustainability strategy, finance and investment, demand side management. While Osaka attracts more visitors connected to Western Japan's industrial ecosystem, including factories, utilities, logistics, and ports. And what also strengthens the show is that strong support from local governments and major industry organizations, because the event is backed by organizations such as Osaka Prefectural Government, Kansai Economic Federation, regional corporations, and industrial associations. So rather than competing with each other, the two editions actually complement one another. By participating in both Tokyo and Osaka, companies can effectively approach the entire Japanese market. So from corporate decision makers in Tokyo to industrial buyers and manufacturers in Western Japan. Next. Yes, never too late to apply. Even if companies apply in June, they still have enough preparation time before the exhibitions. So for exhibitor joining the September edition, they will still have around 3 months to prepare, while those joining the November edition will have about 5 months. And during this period, exhibitors can confirm their space, coordinate booth location, and design with the organizer and complete their online company registration. And of course, applying early also allows them to maximize exposure through our online promotions and marketing activities before the event. So, depending on your business objectives, Tokyo is ideal for large scale exposure, cross industry networking, and corporate engagement. Osaka is ideal for regional market penetration, industrial networking, and access to Western Japan's manufacturing base. But just so you know, many exhibitors choose to participate in both editions to maximize coverage and business opportunities across Japan. And I'd like to leave you one final thought. Japan's energy transition is accelerating faster than ever, and companies that establish their presence early will be in the strongest position to build partnerships, gain market visibility, and capture long term opportunities. Smart Energy is more than just a exhibition, but it is a business platform where industry leaders, manufacturers, technology providers, government organizations, and decision makers come together to shape the future of energy and sustainability in Japan. The question is not simply whether the Japan market is or has potential, because actually the opportunity is already here. The real question is, will your company be part of the conversation while the market is growing? And so, by exhibiting in Tokyo and Osaka, you are not only showcasing your products, you are positioning your company in front of the right buyers, the right partners, the right industries at the right time. And we would be very excited to support your company's expansion into Japan, and we hope to welcome you as an exhibitor at Smart Energy Week. Thank you very much, and we look forward to working with you all.
Thank you, A. Finally, we'll cover how RX Japan supports you throughout the entire journey, from preparation to on site execution, as well as an overview of participation options and costs. Now, calling our speaker, Jeffrey.
Hi everyone, my name is Jeffrey and I'll be discussing about support and pricing for Smart Energy Week. We are very friendly to international exhibitors. In fact, after you sign up as an exhibitor, we don't stop there. We will continue to assist you with all the preparations needed for you to have a successful show. Next slide, please. So we have three blockers which normally stop most overseas companies from exhibiting in Japan. So some of them would be we didn't know how to prepare for a trade show in Japan. We didn't know how to follow up leads in Japanese way, and we didn't know how we should be talking to partners, to Japanese. So RX Japan removes all these three blockages. So no local office needed or no in-house Japan team required. Next slide, please. So RX Japan also has a dedicated international exhibitor sales team and relations team. So we will assist international exhibitors from contract signing to loadout, like for example, for logistics and pre-show preparation, booth design and setup consultation, on-site assistance and additional equipment, and interpreter service coordination. Next, please. So to help exhibitors achieve their goals at the show, we have created three packages which exhibitors can choose from depending on how they want to present themselves at the show and their objectives. So we have three packages. First one is a Type A package for lead acquisition. We have the Type B for product display, and the design type. This is a most commonly used package, as this package focuses on both branding and business meetings. But all these three packages include the stand build, uh, carpet, lighting, electricity, and on-site support. Next, please. As mentioned on the previous slide, the design type package is the most commonly used package by international exhibitors. The reason for that is because it already includes the back wall graphics. You can simply send us the graphic design and we will print it for you and put it on the back wall. And you can also customize the furniture included depending on your priorities. You can choose either the business meeting plan, product display plan, or the lead acquisition plan. Next, please. For the investment for a design type package, 16.2 square meters, which is 6 meters by 2.7 meters, is 1,980,000 Japanese yen, which is at 12,534 in USD plus the 10% tax. So we also highly recommend that you add the Expo Master digital platform, since you would be needed to be included in the exhibitor directory. We all know that 94%, based from statistics, 94% of visitors or the buyers who come to the show, they normally check out the exhibitor directory to find out who are the companies they want to meet at the show, what products they're interested at, and then they'll be adding that to their diary so that they can visit a certain exhibitor at the show. So if you have the Expo Master digital platform, you'll be included in that exhibitor directory. And at the same time, you will have access with the Imperia app to scan leads. So this is basically an app that you can download on your phone to scan the visitor badges. At the end of the day, you'll be able to collate or gather all the leads that you have scanned and then print it on an Excel file so that you can start following up after the show. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you sharing that, Jeffrey. All right, so I guess we're nearing the last part of our presentation. Um, so rather than just talking about it, I'd like to let our customers speak for themselves. Now, here's a very short video with testimonials from Smart Energy Week participants.
It's been really, really good. Like we had a lot of really good talks. I really like the show because, like I said, it's almost like everyone is here. You have great people to meet. It's really well organized. You can find everything. The people are all friendly at the entrances. It's just a great event. And also, like the event yesterday with the connecting part and network, it's great. It's been really, really.
It's been great. Very fast. The presentations turn into concrete discussions regarding what we do and how we could be of a help for our potential customers. I would give 6.
All right. Okay, so I guess that is the end of our presentation today. To wrap up the webinar, let me just pull up this last slide here. Okay, now Japan presents a very strong market timing. Smart Energy Week provides the right platform to maximize visibility and engagement. And with RX, you have a very reliable partner to support your success. Now, the next step is simple. Let's continue to have that conversation through a one-to-one consultation, share a tailored proposal for you, and secure your booth early as availability is very limited. Now, of course, before we end the session, perhaps, of course, the guests would have questions around what we have shared today. You can drop your questions in the chat, and we will be, of course, addressing them as we go along. I think we still have. Do we still have a few minutes, Arisa? I know we're kind of over time. Is that correct?
We have enough time.
And
If
we
there are
have
any
time.
questions, yes.
Okay. All right. So, of course, maybe just to share also that you may, of course, start your conversation if you have already an account manager that you are currently dealing and having this conversation about smart energy participation. But of course, Arisa, I believe you will be monitoring the chat to check if there are any questions from our guests.
Yes. Um, for the time being, I don't think there's any questions that's
Mm-hmm.
come up from this attendees. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay, I guess we can wrap this up if there are no questions. Of course, for those who attended, we would like to thank you again very much for your time and for attending the webinar today. Of course, if you want to be in touch, I guess you know what to do. But I believe that we will be in contact also to further the conversation of your success in participating in Smart Energy Week. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today and have a good day ahead. Thank you.